Atmore Area Chamber of Commerce.
Hi. I was calling about the arts and crafts show.
Uh-huh.
And I have a question about the application form.
Okay. Can you hold just a second, please?
Sure.
Hold on just a second. Let me get one so I can see it.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Okay, my question is, you can click one of three boxes. There's three boxes. One says the juried fine art show, and then the
craft.
Yeah, the craft, and then the handmade / manufactured jewelry. And I was wondering which one I should check.
What is it? What's it that you do? Are you a jeweler?
I'm not a jeweler.
Okay.
I'm a potter.
Oh, okay. Well, we do have potters that do. What you should do, sir, is probably just put a couple pictures in there, and if you want to put your juried fine art show, and we look at it, the committee to look at it, and when we decide on it if it's that or not, and it might be that it could be juried.
Oh, okay.
Because we have potters that are.
What are the determining factors of something being fine art?
Well, it depends on how it's made. You're a potter, so you make your own work.
Right.
Naturally. The way it's, pretty much, once you glaze it, basically how it's done.
Okay.
Because lots of times, but most of the potters usually end up in if they're really nice put together, as far as, when you're on your wheel and doing all that, is the way you do it. Most of them, more than not, usually are in the juried arts department.
Oh, okay.
So basically, give us a couple of pictures, and if we have questions, we'll call you back.
Okay. But
may I ask who's calling?
My name is John Simmons. Yeah.
And you're from?
Well, I live in Montgomery now.
Okay.
But I've been everywhere but the electric chair.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen to you. Since they don't have them anymore.
Right. But anyways, so you said more than not, the potters end up in the fine art.
Most of the time, but we'd have to see it and look at it.
Are you on the committee that does that?
Well, actually, there's one of them. Do you have if you want to email some pictures to us before you make that decision?
Okay. And then, so should I take it personally if it's not art? If y'all don't consider it art?
No, we're not. I wouldn't take it personally. No.
I wouldn't either.
No, don't take things like that personally. It's not and it's not an electric chair. I wouldn't worry about it. How about that?
But if I don't get in the fine arts, I will get in the craft show?
Oh, sure. Well, let us look at your work. And like I said, I can't, what I'm saying is, you're asking, you know what art is. Everybody has an opinion of it, You can look at the same piece of art, everybody has a different opinion of it. Art explains it differently. So I really can't tell you right off because you know what you do, but I don't know what you do.
Well, I just make it's wheel thrown pottery. So
the most gorgeous thing we've ever seen, but we have to see it first. So on the application, on the bottom it says Atmore AL at frontiernet.net. See down there? Why don't you shoot us a couple of pictures of your art?
Okay. So you think so? It's art. So I'll be in the. Oh.
When we see your artwork, and when we see your pottery, we'll say, "Oh, right." Or
that's art.
Oh, no.
That's
okay,
not
that's
art. Yeah, you'll either say.
Not that it's not art. Anything's art. I mean, we've seen a lot of stuff that I've been into a museum where there's this piece of string hanging from this roof with something on the end of it, and it was someone's art.
Is it like a tennis ball on the end of a string?
No, it was something else. It was a high museum in Atlanta. It's been years ago, and actually the guard had to stop me from touching it, but I didn't mean to touch it. I was in awe that was art. You'll never know.
It didn't have it did.
I guess it was just it looked like a string, but it had something on it. But it wasn't a tennis ball on the end of it.
You know what I'm talking about in the garage, so you don't run through the wall?
Yeah.
That's what makes me think of.
No. It had something on it. It had a color to it, but it I was in awe. It's been years ago. I was in the High Museum in Atlanta, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I could hang a piece of string from the roof and have some kind of color thing on it. But I was in so awe, I went to touch it, and the guard jumped me. And I was in shock, I guess, because I thought, oh my gosh.
Well, that's funny because you're not supposed to touch art.
No, you're not. But I was in awe. I didn't even realize I was doing it. No, you're not supposed to touch it.
Okay.
That's the reason why he jumped me. But I didn't even realize I was doing it. I think I was in shock.
I have another really quick question about the show. Is there a certain section physically, like where the artists are and where the craft people are?
We separate them, yes.
They're separated. Okay. Mm-hmm. What can you describe what's the difference? It's just the different location. It's not like they get
they
the art people.
Together.
Do the art
it's
people?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I keep interrupting. Do the art people get like cheese on crackers and stuff, and then the craft?
We treat everybody right.
And
neither one of you get cheese and crackers.
And the craft people get hot dogs and.
No, we don't give wine, cheese, and crackers to the fine art, and hot dogs to the crafters. No.
Hot dogs to the crafters and.
But see, the show
Miller High Life.
Where the fine art stops, the crafters start. So it's a fine flow, okay? And then on the other side of the fine art is food. So.
Oh, I see. And it's
one of the show flows, and then across the street from the fine art, and across the street from the crafters, there's more crafters, and it just blends in. And then there's a storyteller tent, and then there's a bluegrass tent, and then it just all kind of blends in together.
Okay.
So we don't isolate you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, what's your name?
I'm Cheryl.
Cheryl. Well, it's good to meet you. I hope to see you soon.
Just email us, and then we can we'll determine what your pottery looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks.